Well, there's a lot more happening now because the Ghana Nurses and Midwifery Trainees Association, which is the official mouthpiece of all trainee nurses, midwives, and interns as well, says it has noticed that what it describes as notoriety on the part of the government of the Republic of Ghana, about the plight of some 92 nursing training colleges with a population of over 80,000 trainee nurses and midwives across the length and breadth of this country in the payment of their allowances. So let's bring you a breakdown of the statement that's coming through to the media as we speak, and we can just roll that on the screens for you right now. Portions of it indicating clearly, first of all, that the National Executive Board of the Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainees Association, the official mouthpiece of all nurses, midwives and interns, has noted with apt notoriety the inactive posture of the government of the Republic of Ghana about the plight of over 92 nursing training colleges with a population of some 80,000 trainee nurses and midwives across the length and breadth of this country in terms of the payment of allowances. Now, the statement continues to indicate that we stand as citizens who contribute much to the health the service delivery of this country. We crave the indulgence of the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the government of the day, on the halt in the payment of the trainees' allowances since June 2021, which has posed a lot of menaces and hardship to trainee nurses and midwives across the country. Now, they go on to say that we wish to establish with some conspicuity for government to recognize that most parents and guardians actually appreciate the fact that government is paying teacher trainees and midwifery allowances, which have stopped, and they are going ahead to indicate that they are not receiving money for upkeep, with the notion that they receive allowances, hence the need for government to act. Now, the other part of their concern is that one can only imagine what these trainee nurses and midwives have been going through for all these 11 months without allowances. Not only that, training nurses, midwives who are also undergoing training for their 1-year mandatory national service have 9 months in arrears, which nothing has been done about it. So students have also, who have also completed their service, which was in 2021, also have some 4 months in arrears in terms of the payment of their monthly stipend. So similarly, we do know that some students as well have 20 months in arrears and more. So there are a variety of groups that have their teacher training, the nursing training and midwife training allowances in arrears. So the group is actually saying that all efforts to get the Ministry of Health to pay these allowances have been fruitless upon meetings and calls their outfit since 2021 till date. So the group is therefore urging and using this medium to bemoan to the Ghanaian populace, government and parents and guardians to know exactly the status of the training allowances, and they are also asking government to come clear on their demands. Well, let's speak to Adombisa Pascal, who's the national president of the group. He signed that statement. Thank you, sir, for your time. So let's get a clear understanding of the numbers. Are you claiming, first of all, that some 80,000 persons do not have their nursing training allowances?
I appreciate the news media house and my members who are watching me live here and the entire Ghanaian populace. Yes, it is a true fact. About 80,000 of trainee nurses and midwives across the length and breadth of the country are being owed their arrears for about 11 months now, which is a year.
So when you say that's the case, I wanted to have also the breakdown, which is why I was asking about the numbers. You point out that some of your members have 9 months in arrears, some do have as much as 20 months in arrears. What's the breakdown? Yeah, just give us a breakdown so we are clear on the numbers.
Thank you very much. Looking at the breakdown, when we are talking of the 1 year arrears, the 1 year arrears is for those final years, those who are in final years. Those who are in their 3rd years now, they are being owed 1 full year. That is starting from last year, June. Up till now, they've not received any arrears. Now, with the 9 months, we're talking of the national services. After completion, you have to render a 1 year national service, which is mandatory to the country. And as these people who have rendered their expedient work to the country, they've been owed by government for 9 months now. And when we talk about the 4-year group, those who have been owed by 4 months, are the people who completed last year. They offered their program and they completed last year. They were having arrears before they completed, were 4 months. And so now, those arrears are not cleared. So the 4 months arrears is for those who completed while being owed by government. And the 9 months is for the national service personnel who started their national service way back. That was in December. Until now, they've not received their national service arrears. But for the 11 months is for students, continuous students who are still on campus, starting from last year, 2021, June, up till now, June, which is 1 full year.
1 full year, you say, and you're pointing out in your statement that countless attempts have been made to engage officials of the Ministry of Health. How come you're not getting any response from the officials?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. Looking at the engagement, it regularly started even from our predecessors. They started engaging the stakeholders because as an association, we believe in the philosophy of dialoguing and non-violence. And we use this means to achieve our results. So our predecessors engaged the various stakeholders to have these issues curtailed. But in several engagements, it yielded no result. So on handing over to us, when we resumed office, we continued with the philosophy of non-violence and then dialoguing. So we contacted various stakeholders on the issues to get to the mitigation of the issue.
Okay, right. I'm giving you a minute. I'm giving you a minute to just appeal to the authorities. I guess that's the notion for which you put out the statement. So what's that clear message, for instance, to the president on the matter?
Please come again.
Your demand in clear terms.
Yeah, we are demanding that the government of Ghana should respond to trainee nurses now because the importance of the allowances to trainee nurses and midwives in the country can never be outweighed. Because trainee nurses are suffering, and this is a lot of people are of the notion that the allowance is just a way to motivate people into the profession. It is not so. That's one of the reasons. But the allowance have a lot of priorities to trainee nurses and midwives. This one is used by trainee nurses and midwives during their clinical schedules.
Okay.
Unlike other professions where people have to go and then relax at home, we will still go to the clinical settings to practice. During this setting, we have to buy consumables such as gloves, stethoscopes, and other things to assist us. We have to even move from distances to the health centers where we have to spend for our transportations.
Right.
So this allows us a lot of priorities, and we are calling on the government that over a year now we have not received any allowance. So you can state the student as at the moment.
Right. So we'll keep our eyes on that, but we're grateful that you've been able to join us with your concerns.